Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing our first anti-haul of 2021. So if you guys want to see all the makeup that I'm not buying and maybe already bought, well then definitely keep on watching. I don't know why. I think doing anti-hauls are so fun. It's always fun to talk about makeup that you're just not going to buy and the reasons why you're not going to buy it. And sometimes, just sometimes, you're like, I'm not going to buy it. Well, I'm going to buy it. There's been times I've said I'm not going to buy something and then I ended up buying it for myself. But yeah, I think these videos are so much fun. Please know that this video is just meant for good fun. Please note that I'm not trying to trash any brand or any product. And you may love the product, may be excited to get it, and that's amazing for you. But I'm just here to tell you the reasons why I personally am not getting it. If you guys want to know what I'm wearing on my eyes today, I just got done filming my exclusive makeup content for my Patreon members. I hope it's a good video, but I actually played around with the new Juvia's Place, the Nubian Glow collection. So that is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I feel like it's just, it's beautiful. So as always, whenever I look up any sort of makeup launches, I'm always following Trend Mood. She is the leading influencer out here in the beauty community that tells you about all the new releases that are coming up, when you can find it, if there's any sort of discount codes, and yeah, I get all my information from her. So the first thing we have on here is this new collection from Lime Crime. It's the Aurora Face and Eye and Face Palette and the Glory Eye and Face Palette. I've tried, I think Lime, oh my God, I can never say it right. Lime Crime, once or twice. I remember last year, Mikey sent me like this little like samples that he got for like $10 a piece. It was like the Venus collection, whatever. And I tried out the stuff. I made a video, like I legit made a video on it. I ended up scrapping the video and never going through with it because I struggled so hard to get the pigments to work, to make the colors look good. And I couldn't get into Lime Crime, and I've heard great things about it. I know some people out there really do love it, but maybe it's just the products that I've tried that just really were not wowing in the slightest. They were just all over the place. And when I look at these two collections right here, they're just colors that necessarily don't scream to me. They're just kind of like, I don't know, they look kind of bland, honestly. They're just not fun colors. They don't really look cohesive, so I don't really know how it could be like a face palette and an eyeshadow palette because I don't really see highlighters in here or bronzers, so I don't know. I saw this and I was like, no. And they're $30 a piece. That's a little pricey. That's a little pricey for a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, especially if you're looking at like ColourPop, whose mostly 9-pan eyeshadow palettes are like $12 a piece, so you're like, ugh. So next we have this Tarte Juicy Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette. It features 20 new shades, rosy and bronze gold shades. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little pretty. It's a little pretty. It's available right now in Asia and it's coming soon here, but I keep looking at it and it's really strikingly familiar to the Morphe 35XO Flirt palette. I don't see a price point on here, but it's actually a pretty palette, and I was like, God damn. I normally not one to be like, oh God, I need to have this palette, but I kept looking at it over and over and over again. But then I also realized I don't need it because I have these shades in the Morphe 35XO palette. I have all these shades. I do. So like I don't need it, but for some reason it's pretty. Guys, I'm making my 2021 resolution to not only do more than just eyeshadow reviews, but to really get into neutral colors. You guys love when I do neutral eye looks. You guys tell me all the time that you think it looks really pretty on me. So I'm trying to be like, get more into nudie eye looks because you're right. They are pretty. But then we see this, you're like, bitch. But that eye look though, the gold and the orange, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. All right. So next we have this new BH Cosmetics Destination Travel Series collection. They range anywhere between $16 to $17. I like BH. I really do like their dessert little 8-pan palettes they released recently that has like cotton candies, pistachio, like orange sherbet and stuff like that. Like those shadows worked so beautifully. But then when you look at these, it's just, they're not that pretty. They're not really cohesive. They don't really make sense. They're kind of like all over the place. Like, I don't know. And I guess when I think of LA, I think of like blue, green, browns, yellows, maybe even some oranges. Like I think of like those color schemes for LA, like the Golden State. Like I don't see that here. I guess they're trying to mimic like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and stars, but then you want to do like a red palette and maybe some gold in there for Hollywood stars. Like, I don't know. It just, I feel like the travel series just are not that great, and I never hear anybody talk about BH Cosmetics ever. And they're so affordable, and a lot of their stuff really does work really well, but I just never see anybody talk about it. I never see anyone talk about it. But it's an ugly palette. I can't. I can't. So I have to put this on here, and we're going to talk for a minute. We have the MAC Cosmetics collaborations with The Sims. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for what I'm about to say, but what the fuck is that? What is that? Is that a Sims? Is that a Sims palette? Oh my God. So I saw this. Guys, I'm an avid Sims player. I have every single game. I play The Sims all the time. It is so much fun. I've talked to you guys numerous times about how I love The Sims. When you think of The Sims, you think of the iconic green blob. So you're going to want to have green palettes in here. You're probably going to want some yellows, some reds, some blues. You're probably... The Sims would be a very, very lively green palette. It has to be because there's so many, like when you look at Willow Creek is the main neighborhood. So you're going to want to have green. For Oasis Springs, you might want to have orange and yellows. For Snowy Escape, you might want to have a white shimmer. For the Gothic Hollow, for the vampire set, you're going to have some dark grays and blacks and purples. Like, you're looking at this and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is the farthest thing from The Sims. The farthest things. And I laughed when I saw this. And not to mention, the unit carton is blue. It's blue! Why? Who signed off on this? I had talked about in my last anti-haul that I feel like MAC Cosmetics has really gone downhill. You never hear anybody talk about MAC Cosmetics ever. And then they released this bombshell of a damn palette for 2021. That's the first thing they released is this Sims palette. Oh my God, guys. I'm sorry, but it is just trash. It is garbage. I'm almost tempted to buy it just to review it, but I feel like it would be coming from a very, very biased place because of how much I love The Sims that I would just automatically hate it just because of how it looks. And then I'd have to like swallow my pride and just review it for the review, but I can't even justify buying it. I can't get over it. And the comment section on this is freaking vicious. It's $32. And legit, like one of the comments I see is, I honestly have no clue who their creative director is, but they legit need to be fired. I really don't understand. Not to mention whoever holds the copyright to The Sims has me wondering how they even let this palette go into production. I'm so confused. Like everybody in the comment section is tearing this apart. It is a joke. I don't know. I just feel like this is a joke of a palette, especially if I'm a game lover and a Sims lover. Like, what the hell did you do to my game? Like, what is this? I really hope that Sims EA did not have any part of this, because if they did. JLo skincare. Guys, everybody's obsessed with like JLo and her skincare. I'm sure it could be great, but have you guys seen the price point on her skincare? Like, I'm poor. I can't buy her skincare. It's expensive. It's so expensive. Like, God, just a serum is $79. I mean, at least the booster is $39, but then you have a hyaluronic acid for $58. You have a sheet mask that's $18, when most sheet masks are like $3. Eye cream that's $48. A moisturizer that's $54. You could buy a kit, like you could buy a whole kit, and it's like $170 to $180. I don't know. It's more on the high end side for me personally, and I can't afford it. And I'm sure it's great. I'd love to watch reviews on it, but I'm like, oh my God, JLo, there better be real gold in this skincare. It's beautiful, but my God, she expensive. Okay, so next we have this tinted moisturizer from Wet n Wild. The only reason why I'm putting it in here is because I'm trying to open my, range of what I buy, what I try. And I saw this and I wanted to try this, but then it's literally meant for a glow. Like, it has a semi-matte finish, but it's definitely meant to have a glow to it. So I might try this. I might not. I know that it's only $4.98. You can find it at your Walmart store. So it's not like it's going to break the bank to try it out, but it definitely is a hydrator. It's a tinted moisturizer and it's dewy. And as anybody who's oily knows that dewy is your worst enemy. You add dewiness onto your skin, mix it with your oil, baby girl, you'd be frying an egg on top of that oil. Like, it's so gross when your face is so oily and you do this and you wipe your face and it just like, you see foundation caking on your hands. Oh my God, it's the worst. And I know there's some, great benefits for having oily skin. Like, your skin doesn't age, you get less wrinkles, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Like, there's some benefits to it, but it's not fair when you see people like, Michaela does makeup or Jaclyn Hill, and I got like Tarte to have like more drier, normal to dry skin, and their makeup just looks like, it looks like a porcelain doll. It's flawless. You're like, God, I wish I was that beautiful. Like, it sucks because then you look at your own skin and go, my skin looks like shit. You know, that's how I feel every time. Like, I do. Like, I remember the first time I ever met Jaclyn Hill and I saw her skin, I was like, fuck, my skin looks like crap. And I hated it. And so, like, I was so embarrassed to, like, meet you guys in public because your girl, I mean, you guys might say, oh, your skin looks so great. Guys, it's the beauty lights. Like down, like I show you, I can see my pores right here. My pores are always visible. I show you guys in photos. I have no shame. I have very large pores. But when you're in person, you see these pores. It's a very textured face with large pores. I can't help it. And I'm scared to have you guys meet me with this because y'all are going to see the monstrosity and you're all going to be like, oh God, bitch. I'm so scared. Like I remember when we went to Playlist Live with Paige and Paige was like doing her makeup, making it look all pretty. I was like, wait, you're doing your makeup look pretty? She's like, well, yeah, aren't you? And I was like, I was just going to wear like a red lip and not do that much makeup just because I still don't trust my skills enough to want to wear makeup like this all day. Like this right here, you asked me to go Playlist Live like this, I'd be like, I'm sorry. You wanted me to like leave the house? Well, yeah. But I'm wearing like a full face. Like, I guess I have a fear that I'm gonna like leave and like my lash is gonna fly off, my makeup's just gonna run down, I'm gonna look like this, or I'll look like this. I feel like that's how I look in public, so you know, I'm scared. That's why I went on a freaking tangent, but that's why, you know, it sucks to have oily skin. It does. I went so far off what I was just talking about. Okay, so next we have this new Gamer Girl palette from Shop Peachy Queen. Okay, so it's a really cool concept. Like I really do like how being a really old school style Nintendo, like that is so freaking cool. It brings back my childhood of playing this game with my sister. Well, mostly her playing the game and me sitting there watching because I was her little annoying sister at the time and she just pushed me off the controller. It is what it is. But I don't know. I saw it and it looks cool. I like the theming of it. I like the packaging. I like the names of the shadows and stuff like that. But it didn't like excite me enough to get. Does that make sense? Like I was looking at it and I keep looking at it and I keep going back and forth on this one. I do because it's only $30, but I don't know. So I put this on here. Not really an anti-haul because I'm probably going to buy it, but it's the new Clinique Year of the Ox Cheek Pop Highlighter. It's limited edition, retails for $26. I remember Teresa's dad really, really wanting to get this, and I reached out to her, I was like, hey, it's live. She's like, oh my God, I know, I got it. And it looks so pretty, so I might get it actually, just to have. And it'd be like my first like Clinique product I willingly bought myself. It looks so pretty, not gonna lie. Okay, so next we have this new Dewy Cream Tatcha. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Again, I think Tatcha is an amazing brand. I've tried some of her products before. It sucks me that I really can't get into the brand the way that other people do because most of the products are geared towards dewiness and hydration and normal to dry skin. They don't really have that many products that are geared for oily skin or combination skin. I really wish they would, but their skincare just is mostly geared towards dewiness. And it sucks because there's more in the world than just having dewy skin. But maybe one day they'll create literally a whole line that's just for oil-free, you know, mattified, oily skin stuff. I know there are some things. I believe I had like 2 things, like the Silk Canvas, kind of, but I just wish I had a cream moisturizer that was just like for oily skin. It's so pretty though. She's really expensive, but come on. So I'm putting this in here, but this is the new ColourPop collection with like the Love Struck collection that looks like the Natasha Denona palettes. I want to let you know that yeah, I bought it. So I got it. Are we surprised though? Are we surprised? We also have the new Milk Cosmetics. This is the Blueprint collection. I didn't know that apparently these were the single shock shadows that they released that they just now made into a palette. I did actually purchase this for a review because I never bought the single shock. I never bought the single palettes, but yeah, it looks really pretty. I'm so excited to finally buy Melt Cosmetics palette. I love Melt so much. I missed out on their Beetle collection. I missed out on their Beetlejuice collection, but I'm excited to pick this one up. It's supposed to be an anti-haul, and here I am again going, I bought it, I bought it, I bought it. Oh God, I'm horrible. Okay, so next we have this new collection. This is from, It's from P.Louise Makeup Academy, and it's the P.Louise I'm a Goal Getter Inspiration Diary Worldy Palette. P.Louise is trash PC brush shed and lip kit for $125 euro, so it's like more than that. I know Mikey has told me this is an amazing palette. He's used it, he loves it. He just thinks that the formula is just top notch. The reason why I'm not going to get it is because P.Louise is expensive. Let me say that again. Expensive. Like $125, like European cost. That's more for us. It's like more like, I think it's like $150. Y'all, I can't spend $150 on this eyeshadow palette. There's no, if I spend $150 on an eyeshadow palette, I swear to God, I better sit here, it opens up by itself, and it puts all the makeup on for me. Like, I just want to sit here and be like, draw me like one of your French girls. You know, like, no, it's so expensive. I know I couldn't. Okay, so next we have this Hydrator Ever After Skincare mini set from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I actually just bought the oil control one. I'm still waiting for it to come in, but I did buy that because they're only $14. I saw this, they just released it, and I do have to pass up on this one. This one's $20 because it's geared for dry skin. It's geared for making your face dewy, glowy, radiant, hydrated. So I saw that and I was like, oh, swipe next because I can't use it. Okay, so next we have this, I don't know how to say this name because I've never seen anybody review it, but I've seen everybody talk about it. Clinique Cosmetics. I don't know, it's that really big expensive palette that apparently takes like 500 years to get it shipped to you and to reorder, but I've seen everybody talk about it. It's like a bunch of like shimmers and duochromes and whatnot, and I hear amazing things, but again, I don't know how to say the name, and I don't want to wait, 84 years to get it. So maybe one day I'll try it, but yeah. Okay, so next we have this new Badass Beauties. This is the MRE palette. It retails for $22. I actually think this is really cool. It's really pretty. It's supposed to be like a doctor palette, but I guess every time I go look at it, it's only sold out. So I saw that and I was like, maybe one day I'll give this a try. It is a basic rainbow palette, so it is a basic rainbow palette, but it looks pretty cool. Something that I'd actually be interested in trying. So yeah. All right, so next we have this Wildflower Fun Size Mini Palette from Voss. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a really, really pretty palette. I really do think it's beautiful. It is $18 for 10 shadows, which is actually pretty affordable, not gonna lie. But I've said in my box charm video, I don't know what it is about Voss, but every time I've tried the eyeshadow, it tends to cause like irritation right here where I tend to get like a rash or like an infection. I don't know how to call it, but my eyes just get so irritated. I don't know if it's something in the formula. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to pass on this one. I did get the Olive You Forever one from BoxyCharm, which I'm excited to play with. See how that affects me. If it doesn't affect me at all, then maybe I'll get this one. But if it does, I do have to pass because there's something about in the formula. I don't know what it is, but just, oh, my eyes hate it. All right, so next we do have this ColourPop. This is the Year of the Onyx Chinese collection. I actually wasn't going to get this, but the amount of DMs that I've got, it's like, you're reviewing this, right? You're reviewing this, right? You're reviewing this, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess I could review it for you guys. It's supposed to be the Year of the Onyx, and it's supposed to be like a, I don't know what type of palette theme they're going for. It looks like it's interesting. It actually looks like it's the type of palette where it's a magnetic palette where you can take out all the individual pants and replace it with your own shadows eventually over time. Like, it's a keepsake palette, which is really nice. So I will buy this collection for you guys, but when I first saw it, I was like, no. I love ColourPop with a passion, but I really, 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 really do wish they would slow down their releases because I just bought that Love Struck collection on Thursday and it's Monday and it still hasn't shipped. So, and it's still being processed through. And by the time that I get that collection, there had already been 2 more releases in that time. And so it's so hard to keep up with ColourPop and all the releases. And it kind of makes it so that you kind of don't get excited anymore. Like, I don't get excited for ColourPop releases like I used to because it's a weekly thing. So I wish they would just slow down just a little bit so everybody can get excited about it. Otherwise, if you're just releasing a new palette, new collection every week, people are going to eventually just get bored and tired. People are. And I feel like the reason why they do it the way they do is because a lot of times they don't always do restocks of whatever just came out. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. So like that's how they get you going, oh, well, this is limited edition. And you're like, ah, crap, it's limited edition. I gotta get it. So yeah, I'll be getting it. Okay, so next we have these little mini lip duo and keychain holder from Fenty Beauty. They retail for $24. As much as I love my Fenty Beauty glasses, I'm gonna pass because it's kind of expensive and I know my luck. But I don't know what happens. Whenever I put anything on a keychain, it never stays. It ends up falling off. And my luck would be, I don't know if anyone's, I've actually had people tell me this before and I've had trouble. There are some lip glosses that I've gotten from Fenty Beauty where it just leaks. Like it just leaks and seeps out the top all the time. This one luckily is not doing it, but it literally would seep and leak out. So no matter if I was in my bag, it would seep out, it would be all over my things. I don't know why that happens, and I'm scared that that's what the keychain stuff would do to me, that it would just leak everywhere and just start to bust open. I know I'm not the only one. I do have a wonderful subscriber, his name is Sean, who experienced the exact same thing with me because he reached out to me and asked me if I experienced it. I'm like, yes, all the time. So that's something that I'm going to pass up on. And it's also more expensive than the actual full size. Yeah, you're paying $24 for a little mini keychain. It's a set of two, so it's not bad. But you could just get the full size for like, what, 18, 20 bucks? I feel like that's just a better deal for me personally. And the last but not least, we do have the Becca Cosmetics Light Shifter Dewy Tint. Everybody is rolling out with these dewy tints lately. What is going on? Everybody's coming out with it. Again, I do have to pass on it because it's geared towards dewiness. Like, guys, I wanna partake too. You know what? I could just for shits and giggles, I could buy the dewy stuff and do a review. I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do. We'll probably do the Wet n Wild one first because it's just a cheaper option. But maybe I should buy one of these tinted moisturizers that are geared for dewiness and like has a nice sheen to it. Because the Becca Cosmetics is $30, so that's kind of a lot to spend money on. But I feel like I should just do it so you guys can really see what I'm talking about when I mix my oily skin with a dewy finished product. Oh my god, guys, let's do it. Let's go for it. If you guys, oh, you know what, if anything, leave me a comment down below what you think is the best like dewy tint or dewy skin foundation that you guys want me to show you guys what it's really like for oily skin and like what we suffer from. So I want to show you guys because legit, I will try to fry an egg on my head, but I want you guys to see it for real. I feel like that'd be such a fun video to try out for you. So yeah, I have that on there because there's just no way that I would ever get a use out of it. It's $30 and it has somewhat of a shade range. I mean, they do have a finishing powder, which actually looks really, really nice, but it's supposed to illuminate your skin with a satin finish, and it's $34. So I really do like the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. I think it's absolutely incredible, but I don't know if I'm gonna like their Radiance setting powder and or their Dewy Finish skin foundation. So yeah, I feel like I talked a lot in this video. I'm sorry if I keep looking down. I actually have a big gash on my thumb right over here. I don't know how well I could show. I don't know how much. I have a gash on my thumb right here. It doesn't look it's much right now, but it keeps opening up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it keeps opening up because however I bend my thumb, every time I bend it too far, it actually pops open and starts to bleed all over again. So I've been dealing with this for the last couple of days. It was pretty deep. You guys had told me to put like, you know, that liquid Band-Aid glue or like super glue on it to keep my skin closed because it just doesn't want to stay closed. It keeps popping open and bleeding. And that's just a great time for me because there's sometimes I don't even notice it that it's doing it. And I'm like, oh God. So yeah, if I keep looking down, it's just because I'm looking at this right here. It doesn't look it's bad right here, but it was pretty deep. Not gonna lie. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys like this anti-haul. I know it's somewhat of an anti-haul. There were some products I was like, oh no, I bought. See, I always end up doing that. I end up looking at it and then I go to the video, I look at it more, start to read more about it, and then I'm like, oh well, you know, maybe I should start calling this like a yes or pass video or like a hit or shit. Ooh, I could call it hit or shit. I could call it that. But anti-haul is always fun. Will I get it? Yes or no, hit or shit. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure you guys check out my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing fiance, Corey. I just want to give a huge, huge, huge shout out to all these beautiful Patreon members that you guys see right here. This would not be possible without you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my dream. I hope you guys like this look that I created for you guys today. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. And as a viewer watching this right now, thank you so much for being here. Whether you like this video, if you thumbs down this video, whether you subscribed, you unsubscribed, or didn't subscribe. Either way, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Okay, so I'm kind of like putting this here, even though it's not really like an anti-haul, but it's the new Clinique Cheek Pop highlighter. That is the golden. Actually, put around the Juvia's Place. Yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so the first thing we have on here is this new collection from Lime Climb. Oh my gosh. But I'm so excited because I finally filmed exclusive content for my makeup. I finally filmed, exclusive.